Hey, welcome back to the Sheetkeeper. Today I want to talk about debt. And I want to talk a little more personally with you than I have in the past and tell you my debt story. And really how I got here, where here even is, and why I'm doing this now. If you're new here, my name is E. This channel is called The Sheetkeeper on YouTube and thesheetkeeper.com. And together we're building a financial spreadsheet that you can use to map out your financial future, and you can do things including pay off debt, plan for the future, or put more money away in savings. Anything that you want to see about your financial future, you can do with your own personal Google Sheet. I'll teach you how to do it. It's yours to keep for free in Google Sheets forever. So let me share with you how this all got started. Back when I was in college, in undergrad, I got into some debt. And really that debt was made up of consumer debt. It was things like pizzas and clothes and whatever I just wanted to live the lifestyle that I did in college. And looking back, I think a lot of that was that I had this high expected future income. I knew that when I graduated, I'd get a good job, I'd be able to pay that debt off, it wouldn't be a big deal. But also looking back, as I was accumulating that debt, I really didn't have a good sense of how long it would take to pay it off. Once I started getting that income, I just assumed, oh, this will be easy. And it wasn't easy. So if you've been to a college campus, you know, all over the place, there's places you can sign up for credit cards. I'm sure you're getting offers all over the place online if you're in college now. And it's really easy to just grab a card, ring anything up you want on it, and then even transfer that balance to another card and just kind of keep accumulating debt, much more than you'd be able to pay off. And this is aside from student loans if you have those too. It's pretty easy to come out of college buried in debt in one way or another. So what I would typically do in college is I would just transfer cash directly from the card to my bank account, and then I would use that money almost like it was already saved up, which is probably the worst way to do it because at the time the interest rate would start accumulating immediately as soon as you made that cash transfer. But I just used that, and you know, I had income coming in from jobs that I had in college, but also I was spending more than that income. And I did get a good job out of college. You know, I started with a good firm and ended up making, at the time, a pretty decent income. But really, as I started to do things like, you know, I needed an apartment and I needed to pay for a car, utilities, cell phone, all that stuff, I realized I don't have a lot left to do the things that I want to do and also pay off this credit card debt. And I had to get serious about it. And when I did, that's the first time I put together this spreadsheet. I made it just to track my income versus my expenses and the credit card payments I needed to make just to see how long it would take to pay off that card over time. And it was more than one card, but pay off that debt over time. And the first time I looked at it, it was just jarring. The amount of debt didn't seem unmanageable, but when I really looked at the timeline, it was pretty unmanageable and difficult to stomach. But it was a relief because I had a plan and I was able to execute on that plan. And I knew that if I did execute on that plan over time, that debt would get paid off. But then in your 20s, you know, life happens and you want things. You want your first house, hopefully. I mean, that's a tough thing to do. You want a car like your friends have. When I was that age, I wanted a motorcycle. I got one. You say, oh, I can pay off the debt later, and even though it's weighing on you, you can keep up, and you can make the credit card payments, and the debt just kind of stays there. And that's what it did to me. And it took me 12 years until my net worth actually hit zero. 12 years. And in that time, I mean, I was living fine, but it just never felt good. I wasn't putting money away for the future. I wasn't saving a lot. I was just getting by, and I was kind of continuously hoping that future income that I'll get once I get a promotion or a different job should help me to pay this off. But it just wasn't working. And really the solution came in three parts for me. One was when I chose to focus and really scrimp and save and watch every dollar to pay off that debt. And two, I'll say, was revenue. It was when I was able to bring in more money, get better paying jobs, and then continue to focus. And then three was planning. It was this spreadsheet that I put together that helped me to map out what it was going to take to execute against that plan and to make that all happen. And when I really cracked down, I did it. I ended up paying off the debt. But here's what's interesting. I always thought there would be this moment, and I dreamed of it, where the debt was paid off. I was at zero, and everything was just going to feel great. And I'd have this just happiness, and I could just go through life without worry because the debt was gone. And man, was I wrong. I mean, the day I hit that zero, I wanted to celebrate. I wanted to get champagne or something. And that's not the feeling I had at all. The feeling I had was still, oh my gosh, I'm still behind. I don't have any savings. If something happens, job loss, unexpected expense, I've got nothing for that, and it's got to go right back on a credit card. If I've got to help out someone in my family, if I want to get married at that age, have kids someday, I didn't have anything set aside. So there was no miraculous moment once the debt was paid off. It ended up, it just continues. And I think it always does. You're always thinking, do I have enough put away? Have I saved enough? And then you get older. I mean, look, I'm in my late 40s now. And as you get through life, you want other things. I had to save up at one point to buy an engagement ring. We wanted a bigger house when I got married, pay for the wedding. But in the end, bringing us up to now, I made it through. I'm not wealthy, but I've had a great career. I've put enough away that at least we're going to be okay. And, not living rich, not going on luxury vacations or anything. Now we're thinking about things like retirement and putting our kids through college. Still always that worry of what if something happens, but at least I got through it. And I'll say got through it with two major things to share with you. One of those is, through all of this, what didn't change was that I continued to use that spreadsheet to track and plan for the future, and it helped me to make better decisions. And two is, I wish I would have done it earlier, because that debt weighs on you. I mean, it weighs on all your decisions. I'm glad I got married late in life, but also looking back, the debt being on my mind was something that prevented me from doing some of the things people my age were doing, like getting married at that age, like having kids at a younger age. It made me look at the world differently, and it still does. It stuck with me. Now that's a good thing though, because to this day I'm very debt averse. The cars are paid off. The only bill we really have is our mortgage and then some utilities and insurance. And it took all of that to get me to a point where I now understand money and understand what I need to do in order to just make our weekly and monthly obligations and to put away a little bit for the future and to plan for things like retirement and education. So I feel like I got a good mindset coming out of it. But also along the way, that was a lot of weight to carry for a long time. And so the reason I wanted to share all this with you is just to give you some of my background so you can see someone who actually got through it. And if you're in a position where you have a lot of debt and you're trying to pay that off, well, I think there's a lot of good resources out there for you. There are many YouTube channels that are going to help you with spending less money and budgeting. And there are many that are going to help you with earning more and with your career. But the one thing that I want to help you with is sharing that planning method with you, sharing that spreadsheet so that you can use it to understand what it's going to take if you're in debt and you want to get out of debt. And then after you get out of debt, how to plan for the future and know the math and the formulas behind the money as it grows. You can compare interest rates on savings, debt, investment projections. I want you to be able to do that yourself so that you don't need to go through what I did in the way that I did. And hopefully you're a little bit better off. And also I just wanted to share personally with you who you're here dealing with, somebody that has been in some tough positions financially, somebody that made it through, and I want to just educate you on the way that I did that and hope that it helps you in some way. So what I've done is I put really lessons together on how to build that spreadsheet completely for you and customize it in your own way. And I've created an essential 6 episodes that really take you start to end through building a very basic version of that spreadsheet that you can start using today and apply right away. So I will leave links to that playlist so you can see episode 1 through 6 and build this on your own. And also I plan to make a more formal course out of it in the future. I'll leave a link if you're interested in seeing a preview of that once it's complete. Just put your email address in and I can send you updates and get you into the course earlier than others if you want to. I will say though that everything you need is right here on this channel if you want to get started right now. And as you go through this, look, it's my first time laying this down for others to see, so I'm sure you're going to have questions. feel free to leave those in the comments and I'll get back to you. And I'm sure if you have a question, others will benefit from it too. And as you want to see more things out of this spreadsheet, there's so much more that we can add to it. And I'd love to do that, so feel free to include your feedback and what you'd like to see in future episodes, and I'll record those for you. But for now, thanks for being here. I'm looking forward to what we do together, and I'll see you in the next one.